So maybe you're like me. You've had the invite to the Zoom meeting or into a Google meeting, or you've had the person call you, or you FaceTime with somebody. And after a while, you just wonder about technology, right? You begin to think about the technology that's been around for some time now, and now it's becoming part of our daily life, especially the life we're leading in the middle of COVID-19. And did you ever ask yourself, is this good? Is this technology actually good for us? Or does it separate us in a way that maybe, just maybe, we've never experienced before? That's what I've been wrestling with as I watch people walking around the neighborhood talking on their phones to somebody else in the neighborhood. It's crazy, isn't it? So is technology good? Is it evil? Is technology neither good nor evil? Maybe it just is. I don't know. Maybe you heard about Zoom meetings getting Zoom-barded, right? And somebody jumping in the middle of the meeting and posting something that shouldn't be there. Does that make technology good or bad, or does it even matter? I don't know. I started looking up a little bit online, and the organization we're hearing the most about right now, the World Health Organization, WHO, as they're called. I always think of Dr. Seuss. I don't know about you, but just me. The little WHO organization has done a study on screen time. It says that children under the age of 2 should have no screen time, none, that is detrimental to them. It said children between the ages of 2 and 4 should only have an hour a day. And children over the age of 4, closer to 5, should be monitored, and screen time should be limited. How does that work with preschool on Zoom? Just wondering. Is technology good, or is it bad, or is it neither? I don't know. I guess it's really in how you use it, right? Technology can provide you some insight into people's lives. Social media has provided us that through Facebook and Instagram, but it also can create anxiety, FOMO, fear of missing out. And some people have so much FOMO that they, quite frankly, have to take medication for it and have to be told, don't go online anymore. Is technology good? Is technology bad? Is it neither? It just is? I don't know. You really have to ask yourself these questions when you use technology, and you probably never even thought about it until times like this, when you didn't know how to use it, and now you're asked to do something this way when you've always done it this way. Kind of crazy, right? So technology offers us some distinct benefits for sure. I kind of think about them for the kingdom. I love the fact that I can broadcast out a message that'll go out to more people than can actually sit in our sanctuary. Last week alone, we had over 1,200 people watch us online at some point. Who knows if they stayed longer than 5 minutes. The engagement number was about half of our bigger number, but that means some people were watching. I don't know if that's because they loved the music or they just wanted to experience doing communion online. I don't know. Technology also offers us 5 distinct benefits. I think it amplifies God's message. I think it also increases the possibility that we all can experience good teaching. Because if you don't like that pastor, you can turn to another YouTube channel. Or if you don't like me, you can go to somebody else who maybe has a bigger ministry. And of course, for them, it's been scripted and it's teleprompted, so they act as if they're making it up on the spot. But there it is in front of you. You can do that if you want. It also shortens the discipling cycle, that is, technology does, because now we can stay in contact, and there is so much information out there. You can hear all of the heresies at one time, and you can have people telling you what is good and bad, and you at home can make a decision if that's what you believe. I would encourage you, though, to find a good Bible teacher and walk through it. Because sometimes technology can deceive you by giving you so much information that you can't even make the decision. I also believe technology can be helpful in expanding the kingdom because it provides us multiple worship experiences. Depending on where you're at, you can have the quiet meditative moment. We've got somebody here at the center who's doing meditation for folks online. It's really pretty powerful. And then there is the meditation or the singing of worship, or then there is that moment of quiet with people online. Technology is beautiful for these things. And it also helps us to recognize that the minority of the population on the planet will not have what we have right now. The ability to go on any time of the day and hear God's word. Pretty powerful. But there are some issues with technology, aren't there? Like we've talked about already. How much do you spend on it? Does it create some anxiety within you? It can also distract you. It can distract you from other people in your own household, but it also can distract you from God. Let's be honest. Some people spend way too much time on their phones, on their tablets. They're more into this, looking down, than looking at you. Technology can also isolate. Now, I know some of the introverts in the world are kind of loving this COVID thing, actually feel a little guilty about it. They've been told to stay at home, and so this is perfect for them. They're not worn out by other human beings. But yet, when does that become isolation that begins to baptize what you think about the world? You see, interaction is important for all of us. Technology can bring that to you, but there's something really special about another human being, even if it does drain you. I've also found personally that technology, especially this video technology, while it's good because we can talk to one another or I can speak at you, doesn't create as much Christian community as I would like. I can't lean down and just talk to you. I can't pull up a chair beside you and have that really one-on-one conversation. There's something about this technology that keeps me from that. Maybe someday they'll create something that's more personal, more intimate, more secure. But right now, I think there is a boundary between you and I when we use technology like this. I also think that technology has a drawback because sometimes people can start to think of it as, well, it's theater, and so they put on a whole different persona for this. I'm trying not to do that. In fact, I'm trying more and more not to use technology in any other way than it would be the way that I would come across to you, well, in the flesh. Technology can also keep us from the culture that's outside our doors. So it can be a drawback because I can isolate within my own community, within my own head, the way I think about things. And some of the beauty of being around other people is the fact that at some point I have to engage other cultures. And those other cultures speak to me. Technology is really powerful. But I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's bad. But I can tell you that there are times when I wonder about its ability to get in the way of a relationship with others and with God. Because God also works on a wireless technology that doesn't need a picture. It's one in which I sit quietly before the Lord and I hear him speak to me. And I don't need any device. I don't even need batteries. I just need some quiet time. So if you were to ask me, is technology bettering my life or is it worse? I would say we're better for the use of technology. But I wonder if I'm worse off in my relationship with God because I rely on it too much. Just a thought. I hope you'll take this thought, that the thought would renew your understanding of the technology you use. And as you use it, you start to think about God and your relationship and who's really in control. May God bless you and keep you until we gather again in person. If you want to discuss this topic at all, there are some discussion questions both in my book as well as online at communitycenter.life/renew. Take care.